think we're good, Shane. Should get some better lighting though.
Let's see what I can do.
No,
is that
Shane,
good, Sam? Is that
good?
No, shut your bitch ass up. This is fine. This is just
really
fine.
bright. Put that back.
There you go.
Alright, it's fine. Alright, so hundreds of years before Martin Luther had his rebellious phase versus the church, the Great Schism happened between East and West. So this happened because the Byzantine king wanted Caesaropapism, which basically means the king is the pope, but the king is not the pope because the pope is the pope, and the Byzantine king is the Byzantine king. So the Roman Catholic Church and the Eastern Orthodox split. So both sides never wanted to talk to each other ever again, until one day the Byzantines got attacked by the Turks, and then the Byzantine king asked Pope Urban Outfitters II to help him out, because he's like, hey, we both like Jesus, why can't you help us get rid of these fiends? So then the Pope was like, oh hell yes, dude. And then while we're at it, let's take Jerusalem, so this doesn't look like we're just slaughtering people. This is a pilgrimage. So when the knights asked why they were riding around in the desert with big ass swords, they were like, this is a pilgrimage, and we're making our way to the Holy Land. Yeah, is that why you slaughtered all these Muslims? We didn't do it. Gary did it. Gary did it. Gary, what the fuck, you heartless bastard? How could you do this? Yeah, let's get him. So the First Crusade actually managed to retake Jerusalem, and it was the only crusade to do so. So they established a small Christian kingdom around Jerusalem for like a little while. But a little while later, the city of Edessa in this Christian kingdom was attacked by the Turks. So Europe was triggered by the Turks trying to take territory. And then they're like, we need a second crusade. So a new host of crusaders was established, and they decided some like big name kings like Louis the Scourge of 49 of France and Conrad the Scourge of 9 of Germany. So even with the European Avengers on their side, the Second Crusade still sucked. They got completely slaughtered when they went into Asia Minor, and they had to retreat back into Europe. But the Turks are like, we need to retake the Holy Land that was taken by the Christians, but before by the Arabs, before we took the Holy Land. So we got to take it back. So then Jerusalem was back in the hands of the Turks. So unanimously, Europe wanted the Crusades to be a trilogy. So, since the Second Crusade and the capture of Jerusalem was like the Empire Strikes Back, Europe needed its Return of the Jedi. So, led by Richard the Lionhearted, who by the way funded the Third Crusade by robbing Jews and placing heavy taxes on the poor people of England, waltzed into the Holy Land with super low expectations and still got the equivalent of the Last Jedi in Crusades. So, you know, there's still a Fourth Crusade, but it wasn't even a fucking crusade, because some Venetian merchants were like, hey, Crusaders, why didn't you attack Constantinople instead of the Holy Lands? So they attacked Constantinople, which was not yet Istanbul, was still Constantinople, but the city was forever weakened because of this attack. So even though the Crusaders ultimately failed in doing anything, it exposed Europe to a lot of like the most important parts of the world, and Venice got some like sick-ass trade deals out of it. If you're a loyal comrade, leave a like and subscribe for more of these low-quality history videos.
3, where I found the enemy, come and face me. The objective is 9, join me if you will, and all you have is aim. Everyone else is a nail. 3.